You mentioned the jobs report and how important that has become in the last, even in the last 6 months. It seems like it's now the thing everybody's looking at. Uh, how should retail investors look at the jobs report? I mean, if somebody is a long-term oriented retail investor, should they pay attention to that
Not
figure?
at all. Not at all. And there's several problems with the jobs report. And just because Wall Street pays attention doesn't mean individual. In fact, it will make your life a lot better. Again, you don't have to know this. And even we're speaking today on Wednesday. The markets rallied today, and we've already made back much of what we lost from the upsetting jobs report of just a few days ago. First is, I don't think people realize that the jobs report is done by the government. So that means it's not exactly perfect. The plus or minus on the monthly jobs report is huge. We wouldn't accept this from any other survey. It said, we expect to make $1 a share plus or minus $3. And that's almost what it's like. And plus on top of that, they're constantly revising their previous reports. And that happened this last time they revised previous reports. And then they revised the revisions. And the revisions to the revisions later get revised. And then the whole thing.
So in 10 years, we'll know the number.
It's literally longer than that. We've had revisions. We've had up to a quarter of a century they'll revise GDP reports. Nothing as surprising as the past is what they say. So as far as paying attention to the jobs report, overall, in a macro sense, that's important for how the market's going to go. As far as day-to-day trading, to investors who are serious about planning their retirement and building a long-term portfolio, that's just noise. Just ignore it. I'll give you an example, and this is a fact that all individual investors should understand when they invest in the market. Each day, the S&P 500, its intrinsic value rises by about 1/30th of 1%. It's a tiny, tiny amount. Just 3 basis points is what it's rising, and but the average daily swing on the market is about. It's come down recently, but historically it's been about 1%. So think about that. Each day, on average, you're swinging 30 times what the market is actually worth, what the actual intrinsic value is. So the stock market is extremely chaotic in the short term. There is good news about that, is that stocks can be mispriced. Mm-hmm. And for patient investors, you can get good deals for yourself and wait till the other guy panics. But the downside is you just have to ride out these storms and not get caught up in the daily panics of Wall Street.